Well, Gary, interesting start to the game. Found yourself under a hail of attacks.
Yeah, we were under pressure because we didn't start the game well enough. And we said to the players at half time, the performance in the first half was unacceptable. Nowhere near standards that we've set. Nowhere near as good as there was there was not our play. There was no patterns of play. We looked disjointed at times, and we caused ourselves our own problems. Second half was a bit better. At least we threatened a bit the second half, but massively disappointed overall, especially the first half performance.
Yeah, because they had Dave had about 5 really decent stops.
I think he maybe had 3 saves, three in the first half, one in the second half. But we didn't hear any. Our play wasn't fluid. There was nothing to it. As I say, we looked disjointed. We didn't get the ball down and pass it. The wind was causing us problems. The pitch was a bit wobbly. I'm not making excuses because it's no excuses. We say to the players that's we can't tolerate a performance such as that again. It was disappointing, but at times last season and what have you, maybe we'd have lost that game. But we stuck together in the end, and we come away with a 0-0, probably a bit fortuitous with the first half performance, but a clean sheet. So we've got to take a wee bit for that, but we can still do miles better.
Obviously, where you are in the table, similarly to Queen's Park, you're a wee bit above the drop zone or relegation, and then you're off the pace in terms of the playoffs. So how do you keep the players motivated?
We shouldn't have to keep players motivated. They should be, they should be able to play, each game in the same frame of mind, because you've got to go out and you've got to set up to go and win the games. It doesn't, whether you're in a promotion playoff or at the top or at the bottom. You've got to go out and win every game that's in front of you, and that's what we'll do from now until the end of the season. We've got to do that. Go and win as many games as possible. Finish the season on a high with a bit of momentum, and then move on to next season and see where that is. But first and foremost, we've got a big game on Tuesday night at Clifton Hill. Albion Rovers have had a good game today, so a good result today. Sorry. So they've now got themselves back in the game at the bottom of the table. It's just up to us to go and make sure we perform, and if we do, we're capable of going there and getting a good result.
Is Jason Talbot going to be fit for the rest of the season?
Jason's will be out for the rest of the season after the Rangers game. It's looking that way, Jim. Yep. There'll probably be more to say on that in the coming weeks, but at the moment, and speaking of it, he's been a big miss for us, because when he's playing, he gives you that experience, balanced left-sided, and good defensively. So we have missed him, but as I said, there should be more to come out about that in the next 2 or 3 weeks after his injury in the Rangers game. And
you've let young Henry go back to Dundee.
Matty's going back. He's going back to Dundee simply because he came to play minutes. He wasn't getting the game time he was expecting, so he's gone back to Dundee. Yeah. We were all for him staying, but he felt he needed to start games and get game time. We couldn't guarantee him that, so he decided that it was best for him just to go back to Dundee.
Leaves you a bit thin, I suppose.
Leaves you a bit thin, but we've got a squad out there that's capable. We've got that until the end of the season, so everybody knows where they are now. So everybody will get their chance. I hear folk there saying, Jordan Sheeran should be playing and what have you. But myself and Jordan Sheeran have sat down and had a personal chat, a one-to-one. For reasons which Jordan isn't playing, me and him know. That's not for anybody else to know. Jordan will feature between now and the end of the season. Because yes, he next season a contracted player, so the chat between him and I was personal, and it will remain personal. So anybody that's shouting for the touchlines, saying that Jordan should be playing, maybe should have a wee look at themselves and realise that maybe the reasons are that me and him know, and it's up to me and him to decide what happens, and know the people standing around the person.
Robbie Dees, we missing again on?
Robbie Dees will be missing still on international duty. He'll be back for next Saturday, yeah. So you've got Robbie to look forward to coming back next Saturday with Peterhead.
Thanks, Gary.